you. Bradley Gorman versus Francis Grigoli.
Mr. Moore? Over here, please. Over here, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, gentlemen. This is seeking a stalking injunction.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a notice of hearing. A temporary was not entered. All right, Mr. Gorman, you wish to continue to seek the injunction?
I do, Your Honor.
And Mr. Grigoli, you are opposed to the entry of the order granting the injunction?
No, I'd like to continue, Your Honor.
Tell me why you want to continue it.
I've got, how do I put this? Everything that's happened is in lieu of the fact of the way this man acts within our community. So I'd like to show you the facts and evidence as to why. There's also a witness here stating as to why. And I also read through what I was ordered, which is, I'm not going to say entirely not the truth, but not very, very close.
All right, I'll continue it 1 week.
Your Honor, might I ask for a temporary for that 1 week?
You don't have a temporary now.
Correct, Your Honor.
Tell me why you want the temporary.
Because my family and myself are in fear for our life, well, not life, but our physical well-being. Since the event, Mr. Grigoli continues to drive in front of my house. He continues to make online statements, calling me child, a girl, things like that. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to play the audio of this event. Yeah, I don't know.
May I say something?
Yes.
I drive because we live in the same development.
He does, but he does not have to drive by in front of my house. He chooses to.
I'd also like to say something.
We're not going to try the case here today. But
I know, but this is, the problem is the man keeps making up things when they're entirely not true. I'm an extension of the board in our place, which is the art committee. I do have to drive by this street. It's what part of my job there, which is voluntary. We check on the homes, we do certain things. So the way Mr. Gorman's putting it is extremely vague.
Sorry, Your
On
Honor.
a daily basis, I help out there. In
I'm
fact,
not going to, on the basis of what you said here today, grant a temporary.
Yes, Your
You're
Honor.
always free to go ahead and refile with the clerk for
Yes, Your Honor.
a temporary. Otherwise, we're going to continue it for 1 week.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bring your witnesses.
may I say, my witness is outside.
Well, you're the one that asked for the continuance, not me.
No, I meant to continue today. I'd like to keep going forward. I might have said that wrong. I apologize.
A continuance means we're not going to do it today.
I
We're gonna
apologize.
put it off for another time.
I apologize. I meant I wanted to talk about it today. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
First
I've
of all,
already sworn you. Tell me why you want a protection against stalking. Tell me the course of conduct that this gentleman has engaged in that, in your estimation, constitutes stalking.
yes, Your Honor. I have a prepared statement if it's okay, and I want to apologize. I'm extremely nervous and I don't do good in front of people.
Go ahead.
If you'd like, I have a copy for you, Your Honor.
No?
Okay.
Don't need it. You can tell me what you want to tell me so everyone can hear.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I've known Francis Grigoli because he lives in my neighborhood. I met him a little over a year ago when my family and I moved into Regal Palms. On the Regal Palms Owners Forum, there were many topics and discussions over the HOA and the way things are handled in the community. I immediately noticed that Mr. Gugoli and I had a very distinguished difference of opinion. Mr. Gugoli often uses the words, "This is how we handle things. Let me show you how we take care of things, and don't mess with people from Brooklyn." I feel greatly threatened and intimidated by these words and by Mr. Gugoli's actions. Mr. Gugoli has targeted me online using embarrassing and intimidating words like little girl, child, moron, idiot, Napoleon complex, no common sense, and stupid. I've dealt with the online harassment as much as I could, but it became too much after my wife was insulted by Mr. Gugoli's cousin. And then Mr. Gugoli physically threatened me. In this most recent act of harassment and threat was when Mr. Gugoli came to my home on July 4th. He pounded on my door. Once I answered, Mr. Gugoli continuously provoked me to touch him. Quote, "Put a finger right here and I'll show you how we handle it," end quote. He said repeatedly, pointing to his arm. Quote, "You know how we handle things. I snapped your jaw and boom," end quote. He motioned with his fists and his hands in a striking motion. I repeatedly told Mr. Gugoli to leave my property. He even repeated it back to me. He continued to provoke and harass me, saying, quote, "Let's go there, right to the street. I'll show you what we do," end quote. After multiple requests, I was forced to call the police. Even while on the phone to 911, he still refused to leave my premises. I, along with my family, feel very emotionally distraught over his threats and continued harassment, not only towards us, but to other members of our community. Mr. Gugoli did all of this because I said the simple phrase, in response to him saying, "Grow up," I said, quote, "Grow the F up." I did not use the full word, I only used the letter. In response to me telling him to grow the F up, that is what caused him to come to my home. Now, because of his threats and repeated harassment, repeatedly driving in front of my home and insulting me online, I don't even feel safe to sit on my front porch. On June 27, 2020, Mr. Gugoli threatened me on the Regal Palm Owners Forum, stating, "You know my address, come here and discuss what I've written, and we can see how that conversation will go." This was directly after stating that I was way out of line with nonstop stupidity. In between those two incidents, Mr. Gugoli has continued to make threatening statements, not just about me, but about other community residents as well. Some examples of his tone, these words are specifically taken, ignorant, entitled, stupid, moron, beanhead, asshole, homeowners and MCs, which is maintenance companies, entitled idiots in all caps. He has also threatened other owners, saying, "Grow the fuck up," all in caps. Calling people fucking animals, referring to thanking a rat by showing you how, quote, "by showing you how a Sicilian lets you know how grateful we are," end quote. Quote, "I do shit my way," end quote. Mr. Gugoli has a documented history of bullying and assault. He has been described by multiple people in our community as obnoxious, loud, in your face, muscle pumping, aggressive, intimidating, insulting, and bullying. In the past, Mr. Gugoli has been arrested and charged with a felony assault in New York. According to court records, he used the same aggressive words and demeanor as he did with me on the 4th of July, saying similar things to, "Step outside, we're going to straighten this out," before he proceeded to pick that female up by her throat. According to Florida statute 776.
Wait. Where was this?
This was in New York. This was a previous incident.
Okay, that's fine. We're talking about what happened here in Baltimore.
Sure. According to Florida statute 776.041, I have the right to physically remove someone from my property. Had I done this in that situation, according to Mr. Gugoli, I would not be in this courtroom today. Mr. Gugoli believes that he can do and say anything short of physical contact, and if the other person so much as brushes up against him, it gives him the legal right to cause serious bodily harm to the other person. The fact that I did not even attempt to remove Mr. Gugoli is proof that I am indeed fearful of seriously bodily harm to myself. I believe Mr. Gugoli's history shows that he has always been this way and will continue. I petition the court to please take the necessary steps to ensure that my family and I are not the ones that fall victim to Mr. Gugoli. I need this injunction because I fear for mine and my family's safety, and I'm afraid of Mr. Gugoli's pattern of behavior and that he will follow through with his promises as he says he always does. And I have a digital copy of the audio of this event, if Your Honor would like to hear it.
Sure. Did you bring something to play it on?
Yeah, I can do it that way. I thought you would play it on your system, sorry. Give me just a second to see what I have. I believe it's right here. Before I play this, Your Honor, I would like to draw attention to Mr. Gugoli's thoughts about police when I play this. It will be in his own words.
I don't care about his thoughts about police.
Okay.
I care about his thoughts about.
What you need, Frank?
Okay.
You know what I need.
What do you need?
I'm getting sarcastic. I'm getting real tired of your mouth.
Hey,
Bro, we
hey,
don't have to do this in front of kids.
Dude,
Put
dude,
one finger
hey,
here. I'll show you how we handle it.
Remember how we handled it when I went to your house? I walked up respectfully.
Did you just say fuck to me?
I
Did
walked
you?
up
Yes
to
or
you.
no?
I walked up to you respectfully.
Do
What are
this.
you doing now?
Oh.
Off my property.
Did you just say fuck to me on that? Did you say
I did.
fuck? Did I?
Oh, how many times? Let me go pull up the posts. Let me go pull up the posts. You have a
So
problem
you
with
wanna pull the
swearing
property?
now?
Are you scared? Let's go there.
Go where?
Let's take right to that street.
Whoa, do it right here. What do you
You
want?
just have to get off your property.
You can
One
talk to
finger
me.
here.
You can talk
and
to me
I'll show
from
you
there.
what we do.
I'm asking you now, get off. And you
That's
can
what
talk
I
to me
mean.
from there.
No, I mean me and
I've
you
said
are
it twice.
talking.
I've said it twice,
You gonna
Frank.
call the copies?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, that's adorable. Your mouth is big on there.
My mouth's big right here, Frank.
It's not big. It's
It
big
is.
because you want to call the cops. Please get off the property. Please get off the property. You know how we handle things?
Please get off the property.
I snap your jaw and
Then
it's
do
over.
it. Then do it.
Touch it.
Snap my jaw, Frank.
Touch it.
You're threatening
Boy,
me.
I'm telling you, touch it.
Well, I'm not going to touch you.
Touch it.
Why would I?
Because your big mouth on the fucking internet.
I'm big mouth right here, Frank.
And touch
Your
it.
big mouth on the internet.
Touch it.
Running your mouth.
I came right here. Touch it.
I'm here too,
All
Frank.
I need.
What are you going to
Please.
do?
I need you to do this. You
It ain't
know
gonna,
that.
it ain't
You
gonna
keep
happen.
doing this.
I do. I keep running it because you keep running it. Why are you on
But
my
I tell you
property
how I
threatening
handle
me?
things.
Why are you on my property
just hit
threatening
one
me?
finger.
Why are you on my property
How come
threatening
you're
me?
not touching me?
Because I'm not gonna, Frank.
Why not?
Because I'm smarter than that.
That's right. You are smarter.
That's right.
You know what the fuck will happen to you.
No, that
Do
ain't
me a
why.
favor. Why? Do you think I'm gonna call the cops after I fucking hurt you? No! I don't like cops.
Why are you on my
I wanna put
property
you in your
threatening me?
place.
How are you gonna put me in my place?
By you putting one finger.
I'm not gonna
and
touch
I end
you.
this.
In what? My face? End it. Come on.
Touch it.
You, come on.
Please.
You're on my property threatening
Several
me,
people
Frank.
that can just do this, and then I get to do what I gotta do. One.
You're on my property
Just one.
threatening me. Fourth time. Please get off my property.
Please call the cops and tell them
I will.
don't leave.
I will.
Stop being a warrior keyboard.
No,
Stop
it's
being
not gonna
sarcastic.
stop. Dude, I'm not being sarcastic. It's a written fucking rule, which is what you tell everyone to abide by.
So when your little kid wants to walk out with a sparkler, would you like me to fucking ream him?
That's what I'm expecting to happen.
Are you
That's
a
why we
grown-up
have to take
or
our...
a child?
Dude, I'm the fucking grown-up here. The HOA is the child, where I gotta take my fucking sparklers down off the goddamn property because of some stupid fucking rule in the way it's written. Yeah, I'm not the one who wrote it.
I wrote it.
It says any firework.
But you don't have the common sense enough to say...
You don't have the common sense to let a person have two tires on a fucking
There's
road?
the common sense. If two
What
tires...
about a barbecue
Stop
that's 10 foot
talking
away?
and please
I'm not
listen.
gonna.
Because
It's
you
my
don't
fucking
fucking
right.
listen.
I
Here's
do
your
listen.
problem.
What's my problem, Frank?
Oh, please, please.
What's my
please,
problem,
please.
Frank? Just tell me my problem,
You're
Frank.
fucking
Get off
dumb.
my fucking property,
You're
Frank.
dumb.
No, I'm not.
This whole place knows it.
No.
You're fucking dumb.
Get off my fucking
Why are
property,
you
Frank.
scared?
No, I'm not. I want
Then
you off my
touch me.
fucking property
Touch
because it's
me.
my property. Now get the fuck off
You're not
of it.
wanted here,
Get
bro.
off of it. You're the one not
Too
wanted.
tired.
Get the fuck off my
Too tired.
property.
Too tired.
tires, and 2 tires equals 1 car. Right, dumb
That's
shit?
right. And
Right?
all sparklers are all fire, which
you
means
hear what I
all
just said?
fucking
I
sparklers.
can probably end it
2
there, but I'm
cars,
more than happy to
2
keep
tires,
You
and
can
2
end it there,
tires
end it there.
equals 1 car.
All right.
I apologize for my profanity in there, Your Honor, and for bringing that before you.
Anything you want to add?
Not specific to this, other than there, I have numerous other where he's talking about me as a little girl. I entered one of those, and since this, he's continued to degrade me online with childish statements, calling me a child, things like that, which is the main thing I really want to stop, is the online portion of it. The problem I'm having is that it escalated by me basically saying the exact same thing that he says to everyone else. I said it to him, and it's all of a sudden requires a physical response. I believe that's all I have, Your Honor. I thank you for your time.
All right, Mr. Gregoli?
So, Your Honor, I'll just start off by saying real quick, pulling whatever article.
When he told you to leave his property, why didn't you leave?
I walked to the street about 3 times after he said it. The part you're not seeing, obviously, is the video, and that's why he gave you a recording. When I knocked, it didn't bang, on the door, gentleman immediately got right here and started yelling and talking loud.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I'm getting so bad, I'm getting real far
Hey,
in the foot
hey,
now.
hey,
I'm
hey.
gonna have to do
What do you mean, Frank?
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I'm getting so bad, I'm getting real far.
Here and started yelling and talking loud. That's what Brad does. That's actually his history.
Why don't you walk away?
And I can show you why. This actually has to do with our community and the cease and desist orders that he has on him within 3 months of him living there. And the exact stuff that he's saying that I do is what he has a
Why were
deceased
you
order for.
inviting him to touch you?
Because he was in my face screaming.
So why would you invite him to touch you?
I guess it got to a point where the side of me that
Because if
doesn't...
he touched you, you were gonna punch him.
If he touches me legally, I can't do anything to anybody unless they would legally touch me first.
So you were inviting a fight.
I was inviting, why he was in my face, I have no idea. I went there to talk.
You were on his property.
But he's been on mine plenty of times. Came, knocked on the door, and talked. In fact, I've defended him hundreds of times.
Are you on the homeowners,
I am.
He's not a part of the homeowners association. He's
Six-
on the
are
committee.
you an officer of the homeowners association?
Yes. I am.
What
I am.
position? You're under oath. What position do you hold?
That's what I'm the head of the ARC committee, which is an extension.
No. That's not a director. That's not,
I was trying to explain
you're not
to you.
an officer.
We take care of the actual properties. I write bylaws and I write rules for the property. So once I write them, they're submitted in to get voted upon
That
for
doesn't make you an
approval.
officer of the homeowners association.
An extension of, so no, I guess, however you would like to say it now.
So you're nothing as far as an officer of the homeowners association.
I guess not.
Okay. All right.
But-
Tell me what you want to tell me.
So Brad moved in March of last year. Within 3 months, he was served a cease and desist for these exact actions. I quote, repeated aggressive interaction with the front desk custodial workers, communicating aggressively, threatening, harassing in malicious fashion with association or any of the staff. So he was issued that. Not a few months later, they were going to take action on him for another disrupting thing over at the guard shack, where he decided to hold up traffic for hours. Additionally, created a nuisance of many members of the community. If you refuse to move your vehicle in the traffic lane over these two incidences, they force the owners behind you to back up and use the gate. If you refrain from this action in the future, association will pursue fines and violations. That day, consequently, that this occurred, he was also removed from the Facebook page for the exact thing again. This is, I quote, from the admin and administrator and moderator of the page. He was not booted because of disappearing posts. He was removed because of attitude, consistent reporting of posts, inability to use common sense, being aggressive by using all caps, and insisting everyone follow the rules when himself doesn't by using the F word. These are countless people going through the exact same thing. Since this gentleman moved into, I've been there for 5 years, have not had one incident. All the stuff that Brad is saying to you, there's no fact behind it other than what the altercation with him and I got into. There's zero other facts. I have facts
When
of
you
which,
say the altercation, you're.
I'm talking about
what-
the fact of why we're here, the play, the one that took place at his
What
home.
you just played.
Correct. So, but the part you didn't see was me knocking and him immediately getting in my face and yelling. The witness I have outside actually was here for the unfold of these events. He actually took a picture of the man in the street that is here today with the police officers.
Because you understand that if someone trespasses someone from their property and they go on their property, they can be arrested.
Well, that's what I was going to think.
I don't
See,
think you've been trespassed though, yet.
what do you mean?
He
Some,
I
sheriff can
understand.
explain that to both.
No, I
He
understand
has
what trespass is.
he has been.
He's been trespassed?
Yes, sir, I have the police report where that
I don't
911
need
was
that.
called.
Wait.
He hasn't been arrested.
Is you speaking about the day that I was there? Is that what you're
No, no,
speaking
no.
about? I haven't
I'm
trespassed.
not gonna get involved in that.
No, what I'm
You
saying
can
is-
trespass someone from your property, and if they come onto your property and you call the they have to receive an actual notice that you've been trespassed.
And he received that day.
That's neither here nor there.
No, this was the only thing I received, was the order to come here. So I
Understand.
haven't trespassed. This had to do with that day.
I
with him.
understand
Okay,
that.
no, I'm making him.
I'm talking about future conduct.
No, since this altercation, Brad and I have zero together. We don't say friends, nothing, before this and after this. Him and I, the only communication we had on Facebook, He's called me over to his home plenty of times because he said no one listens to him. I'm the only one that did. The man went on Facebook for 3 months and complained about a blue bottle cap. 3 months that he couldn't pick up. Treats our people in our community like they're something other than dirt below that because we pay an HOA. The things that I've highlighted here with the people that argue with him and the aggressiveness in which he comes out of, this is all has to do with his behavior. He's been a blight on our community since the day he's come in. And I'm not the only one that sees it. But since this has happened and he's been removed from Facebook, we've had a pleasant time on the page, talking, that was it. Before that, like I said, him and I have never really had interaction unless he's called me to come over to help him with something. We see each other at the pool every once in a while, hello and goodbye. Other than that, there's no sit-downs, there's no dinners.
Aside from the
nothing.
Facebook, aside from the encounter that you just played the audio of, has there been any other interaction?
Direct interactions
Right.
between him and me, no. However, he made a statement that is false, that he has had interactions with no other people. I have,
Can you prove it?
I really don't care about other
Sorry,
people.
sorry.
okay,
Right.
okay.
You're right.
He made a statement that I do have proof to the contrary.
I've had plenty of interactions with people. Like I said, I'm on the ARC committee. I write the bylaws into place, some of the rules. I do it on a day-to-day basis. For instance, a year and a half ago, I started a community watch. We've got 4 or 5 people that drive around, help security, help out with people's houses. During COVID,
Okay, all right.
Can I address that?
No, because I've heard enough.
But may
Right?
I just say one more thing?
One more thing.
Okay. We live under the same canopy of a development. We do not see one another. I drive past the block, he drives past my block. He has
I do
friends
not.
my way. He has friends my way, I have friends his way. Also, his block is one of the exits to our place. 2 of his friends, their wife and wife, name is Abigail and Janet, they're friends over there. Whether he goes that way or not, it doesn't make a difference to me. I have no ill will towards this man. I actually have nothing. I don't have any feelings, good or bad. He's out of my life. He's been out of my life. The only thing we've ever encountered in one another,
You've got no ill will towards him?
I
You
don't.
really think I believe that, do you?
well, why would I? It was only that one
Well, because
incident.
I heard the tape.
No, I'm saying that one time, but before that, I can show you stuff that says, hey, Brad, I'm on your side.
All right,
Here's all
okay.
highlighted things.
Here we go.
I have tried my
Stop,
best, sir.
Stop.
But-
This is one of these homeowners association disputes that pop up all over Polk County, all over the state of Florida, all over the United States of America. They get out of hand, they turn into something that they shouldn't, they result in people acting in an uncivilized way towards each other. I think that's what's happened here. It doesn't rise to the level of stalking under the statute, so I'm going to deny the petition. You've got no reason to go on this man's property.
100%. You're correct.
You've got no reason to post about him in Facebook. You should have 0 to do with him from now on. Because if the facts change, you may be back here.
Your Honor, 100%. I've even told the people that I'm on the board with the ARC committee, to please take care of any of his needs. I will not be going back towards that property. So I've made those arrangements.
Okay?
I thank you for those statements, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
I thank you for those statements.
Thank you, folks.
Oh, I apologize for the glass. I forgot I brought my glasses before. Sorry
If you
about that.
can, have a seat in the front row for me, read your paperwork.
Is that it, Your Honor?
That's it.
Thank you, guys.